Standing in front of that giraffe means only one thing. I am back in Birmingham at the LEGOLAND Discovery Centre, specifically the LEGOLAND Discovery Centre shop. And I'm here on a mission because apparently this year's LEGOLAND exclusive set has just released and it should be in this store. This is one of only 3 stores in the country that sells the LEGOLAND exclusive stuff. You've got here, you've got the Manchester Discovery Centre, and of course the shop down at LEGOLAND Windsor. So we are going to go in, have a little look, see if they've got it. What they have got in the window is a little custom Sabrina Carpenter set, which is very, very cool. And loads of the F1 stuff in the window. Is that the full display of all 10 of the Speed Champions? I think it probably is. And the big Ferrari up on top. Plus, we've got the Titanic full bit. I always forget just how big that Titanic is. It is absurdly big. And it looks like there's a few different gifts with purchase on. Because this isn't an official LEGO store, it's not a LEGO owned one, it's one of the Merlin ones through LEGOLAND Discovery Centre. It means they do still have some of the older gifts for purchase still available. For example, Cerebro, if you buy the X-Mansion, which was available for like the first week that set was out. Plus they've got the new flower pot one, which I think launched today with the T-Rex. I don't know if they're going to have that in here. And they've still got the Botanical Garden gift with purchase as well, which is very, very cool. The other thing with this being a non-official LEGO store, a Merlin store, is they sometimes have slightly different stock to what you get in the main stores. Certainly we've seen up in the one in Manchester, they do occasionally have some retired sets knocking around on the shelf. I've had a quick scan around the shop. It doesn't look like we've got any retired sets in here, unfortunately. But we do have the LEGOLAND exclusive ones. In fact, just as I'm saying, there's no retired sets. We've got the freight train down the bottom, which you saw in Manchester and almost bought. Double check, that definitely is a set that retired at the end of last year. So we have got the retired freight train in here. And actually that Lego City main square, that is awesome. And I've definitely not seen that on a store shelf any time in the last year. So they have got a few retired bits in here. That's really, really cool. A little bit too rich for my blood today, but really, really like that. And also the little ski slope one down at the bottom, I think is a retired set as well. So there are a few LEGO City ones. We've also got some cozy houses actually on the shelf, which you don't really see in the normal LEGO store anymore. It doesn't actually retire until this year, but it is getting harder to get, and it's great for rebrickables. Plus they've obviously got some of the newer stuff in here as well, along with souvenir corners. We've got a nice big pick-a-brick wall in here as well. Unfortunately, not much in the way of Mills plate stuff, which is what I'm really after, but will be worth a visit back here when it comes to making my city walls and mountain stuff, because I've got some really cool bits for that. Lots of greys, lots of whites, which will be really handy at winter village time as well. But not, I think they've got one little set of 2x2 bricks, so I could do a box of them maybe. They've got some masonry brick in as well, which is always nice to see. As well as the LEGOLAND exclusive sets, they of course have the LEGOLAND merch as well. Lots of cool backpacks and lots of the kiddie focus sets. Obviously lots of Disney, lots of video game stuff. But this is what we're here for, the LEGOLAND exclusive stuff. And specifically, this one is the new set for 2025. So we're going to grab one of those and continue to just have a little bit of a browse to see if there's anything else in here that we want to grab. They've got some poly bags over by the till as well, so we might just have a little nose at them. In fact, there it is. I thought they didn't have it in. But there is the T-Rex. Insiders only for the next few days. Anna is still on the fence about whether she wants it, so I think we're holding fire. And if she gets it, she's going to get it online. But they've got a lot of the new release stuff here, but it's such a big heavy box, and of course it's an enormous set. I was hoping to see one built. It's like 1 metre across. It is a massive one. And then we've got this whole adults only section by the till, which does have quite a few sets that aren't always sat on the shelf in the LEGO store. Some of the ones that are marked as hard to find on the website. The recent modulars, you've got the Viking village there, the medieval town square, Lion Knight's castle down the bottom, Pac-Man. So a nice little assortment and some very pretty botanical displays as well built up in there, along with a nice assortment of poly bags, including insider rewards ones, former gift with purchase. This is the kind of stuff you just can't find in the normal Lego stores. In fact, that's the current Mario Kart gift with purchase. So we'll grab one of those as well. They've got the little Botanicals one that was pretty recent. And then some plushies as well. Nice little assortment. Just noticed as well on my way out in the other window, we've got the Nigel Mansell set built as well, which is the first time I've seen that built. But we'll call that a success. I've got my Legoland exclusive set. I've got the Mario Kart gift with purchase that was available over Mario Day, and I just couldn't justify enough. I think you have to spend £35 on Mario sets to be able to get it, and I just couldn't find a way to do it. I pre-ordered the upcoming big Mario Kart set, but you don't get gift with purchase on pre-orders, so quite happy to be able to pick that up as well. Nice little haul, and got to see my buddy the giraffe. I think while I'm in Birmingham, I might just head over into the main Lego store in the Bullring, just on the off chance that they've got the T-Rex assembled in there, because I want to see him assembled. Well, as I was in Birmingham anyway, figured it would be rude not to pop down to the other store at Bullring just to see if they've got the T-Rex assembled. I want to see it all set up and get an idea of just how big it is. Anna's still very much on the fence about whether she wants it. I figure if I see it in person, I'll be able to judge a little bit better whether or not it'll actually fit into the Lego room. Plus, there is a new gift with purchase today, which I think is the botanical one, which I don't think they had out at the other store. And I want to see if we can see that assembled here as well. And there he is. Look at the size of him. That is a good metre from one end to the other. I think it's officially 1 metre 5 centimetres from nose to tail. Obviously, you can bend the tail around a little bit, but that's going to be too wide to even fit on a Billy bookcase. That's going to need to go on top of the cabinet somewhere. I need to do some measuring at home to work out if there's any way we can fit that in. It is very cool looking. I think it is the head from the T-Rex skeleton head that they did last year, but the body looks really, really cool. I'm not sure what this bit around the rib cage is. The collarbone area looks a little bit weird on it. Looks like he's wearing a collar, but yeah, it is huge and very impressive in person. And there it is on the shelf, looking very tempting. I'm waiting to hear back from Anna whether or not she actually wants it. Her decision is based very much on whether she wants that. That's the gift of purchase. That's on spends of over £135, and it's only until the 21st of March. And when she first saw that gift of purchase, she really wanted it, but she also really doesn't want to spend £200+. But then she really wants that. These are the dilemmas we have to deal with as Lego collectors every day. And the official word from Anna is she's going to wait. She's going to wait until she can get it on a double point or on a discount, mainly because we haven't got anywhere to put it. Even if we wait a few weeks until we've got somewhere to build it and put it at home. So at the moment, the Lego room is full. There is nowhere to put it. So probably the sensible decision, but as collectors, it's always hard to make the sensible decision. I'm going to head home now. I'll show you the Legoland exclusive set when I get there. And then I guess we wrap things up. This might be the cheapest Lego shopping video I've ever done. I've only spent £31. And I'm home, half expected to walk through the door and be sent back out again by Anna for not coming back with the T-Rex, despite being told not to. But I think I've got away with it. She did try and claim this, which was the little Mario Day gift with purchase. It was only like 2 days ago. I was sat there on the website trying to find £35 off of Mario stuff to spend on so that I could earn this, and just couldn't justify it. You weren't able to get it by pre-ordering the new Mario set, but yeah, nice to see. I should remember to check there more often. It's only like an hour away from where I live, and if the gifts were purchased regularly hit there that quickly after they've been in store. I mean, we saw the Botanicals one from earlier in the year. There were several in there, including the Insiders Rewards ones as well. I don't know if they ever get the bigger ones. Obviously, we saw behind the counter they had like the Cerebro one for the X-Mansion still and stuff like that. So I guess if you are in the market for some of those older sets like the Botanical Gardens, the X-Mansion, they still had all of the gifts with purchase that were exclusive to those. But that might be a way for Anna to get the Botanicals gift with purchase that came out today that she does want, but not enough to commit to a couple of £100 of dinosaur bones today. But that is a cool little gift with purchase. But of course, the reason I went out was this. It is the new Legoland exclusive set. It's set number 40810, the Legoland Park Portal. It is fairly similar to the entryway that's in the big Legoland set, the big like £90 one. So I guess this is just a way to get an entrance to your park if you don't want to spend £90 on the big set that has a couple of rides in and stuff as well. So I guess we can now have an entrance at both ends of the park, which is quite cool. I do like the fact that it has all of the various Legoland locations, so you can put your own location on it. It's got Billund in the picture that's on there, but Windsor is on there. It doesn't have the Discovery Centres, unfortunately, but I imagine I'll label mine up as Windsor on both of them. We also get a little I Love Legoland minifig as well, which is cool. And it looks like we've got a little one of the little towers, I think it's one of the towers looks Ninjago-y maybe, and the other one looks like the fire engine ride at Legoland, which is always a really popular one. But that is a cool little set. I have all of the Legoland exclusive ones. It will be a big part of the theme park that's going to be in the new Lego City. So I had to go and get it. Glad I've been able to pick it up. They only had a few on the shelf. Presumably they would have had more out the back, so I think these only started filtering through to the UK Legoland shops over the last week or so. I know it officially, I think, came out on the 1st of February. I think it first appeared at Legoland in Japan, interestingly, but should be available at any of the Legoland stores worldwide. And I guess if you've not got a Legoland store or a Legoland Discovery Centre nearby to where you live, you can always buy it on eBay. I imagine I've hit there. £26, I think this was. Also, whenever I go to the Legoland Discovery Centre shops, people do always ask, do you have to pay to get in? No, you don't. The Lego store is a separate entrance to the Legoland Discovery Centre that's next door. So if you are near Birmingham or Manchester, or presumably this is the case for the other Discovery Centres around and about the world, but you can just go into the store and shop as normal. You do get insider points in there as well. You have to make a choice because the shops are owned by Merlin. You can choose to either get a discount through having a Merlin annual pass, which I think gets you a 10% discount. And if you do that, you then can't get insider points. But I don't have a Merlin annual pass, so you can then use your insider card and get your insiders points as normal. They don't always have all of the gifts we've purchased, like the Botanicals Gift we've purchased that was in the main Lego store, wasn't in the Discovery Centre one, but like we saw, we had loads of the older ones. It's good to have both in the same city so close to home, and I really need to remember to go to that one a little bit more often. But I need to get this video edited together so that I can get it out for you today, because people, I'm sure, are going to be eager to see just how big that T-Rex is. And I imagine in the next video I'll be telling you that we've ordered it online, because I'm certain she's going to change her mind and decide she wants it. I think it will be in our house before the end of the month. But we've managed to survive a launch day without spending any money on new releases, if you pretend this doesn't exist, which is quite an achievement for us and our Lego addiction. But if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for loads more Lego content. And thank you very much for watching.